Hey everybody, welcome to the February of 2023 Patreon Q&A. By the way, this is actually the January one, but I've decided to rename them. I've jumped a month in naming because when they come out from Patreon onto YouTube, it's normally a month behind and they don't really get any views, so I thought it would make more sense to call it February, so look, you get it. It's like magazines, don't worry about it. The other thing is, for a while now, we've been very low on numbers of questions for the Q&A, like 8, 7, 6, and this time, even though this post has been up for more than a month, we have 5 questions. So, given that not many people seem to be interested in the Q&A from a patron side, I'm thinking I might open it up publicly because I used to get 300 odd questions, which I could pick and choose good questions from, and now I'm literally down to, because I answer every question that anyone on Patreon asks, within reason, I only have 5 to go through, so this makes this a super short video. As I say, patrons, do you mind if we go public with it? As I say, only 5 people are taking part at this point, and you can still ask a question, it's just not guaranteed to get an answer. But it seems like a waste of doing the whole Q&A if I'm not going to actually get a load of questions to do. Without further ado, let's get on. So, Andrew Spears, hi Sprenosota. Hope you're well. Yes, not bad, thanks. E10 has finally arrived in North Ireland, and luckily my car is new enough to accept it. My question is this: how do you think it will affect older cars or motorbikes in the near future or 10 plus years? Then basically, if you have a car that can't take E10, it's going to destroy the rubbers in the carbs or the fuel lines or things like that over time. Same for bikes. If your bike is not designed to take that fuel, it's going to degrade it. And it's not necessarily the best thing because E10 you don't get as many miles out of it apparently. So whether it's actually better for the environment or not seems to be a bit of a question. But yeah, I mean, I just use E5. I just pay the extra.
Next one is from Robo Ninja 300. It says, "Hey Spicy, hey Reno, Happy New Year to you both. I'm currently looking at getting a bigger CC bike as a second bike and quite drawn to the XJ6 because of Divi. And even sprucing it up like the Project Divi Tarp series. Just wondered, do you have any tips of things to look out for the XJ6?
Maintenance, mechanical, electrical, etc. Yeah. They're good. They're good bikes. The only thing I will say is when you come to change the exhaust and the header bolts, they will snap. And they will snap off flush with the head. They go like cheese on old Yamahas, and it will always be a problem. Other than that, if it's a well-maintained bike, they seem to go and go. Mine's 56 and a bit thousand miles on it now, so nothing I particularly point out other than what you would normally say for any bike that you buy. The next one's from Luke Cordell. Hi guys, a bit of an interesting one in my opinion. Are there any bikes that you were looking forward to or excited for or just interested in that are coming out in 2023? Mine's the BMP T1002V, the 1000V twin A2 ADV bikes from the random manufacturers I've never heard of. Love it. I don't really have too many in my mind that are coming out this year. The past few months has been pretty busy and doing other stuff, so I haven't kept up with all of it. But I'm interested in trying the new Suzuki MT type parallel engines that they're going to have in bikes. Something new from Suzuki would be interesting because I haven't ridden anything from Suzuki in forever. It's not that I don't want to work with Hazelmere motorcycles anymore, it's just Suzuki stopped making new bikes a long while ago.
Jim Payne says, "Hi, Noisy. Hope you two had a great New Year's. I did ask this question before, but might have got lost amongst the Halloween stuff. Anyway, what do you do with your old motorcycle helmets and clothing? Can they be recycled or are they forever shelf/bin fodder? Thanks in advance."
I don't remember seeing that question.
No, I don't either.
Long short, basically I use my gear till it's dead and then it goes in a bin.
Yeah.
If it's an old helmet, they obviously have they are designed to fit to the head of one person and should never be used by another person and should not be used secondhand, etc., etc. So that's out the window. Old gloves and boots, as I say, there's no real problem buying those apart from if you want to have your hands in someone else's gear. But generally, if it's made of leather, there isn't much that they can do, but you might find some students or maybe even a local school might want to take it on to turn the leather into something like, it's usable leather, maybe. Otherwise, just putting it through its normal recycling whatever you can do to recycle it. But generally, no, I don't think recycling is considered much in making of gear because it's either plastic or leather or metal.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the plastics in like textiles and is really a recyclable material, and fiberglass certainly isn't. I know that's a problem material to recycle, so yeah.
Bit tricky, that one.
Last question is from Peter. If you could be a soup, what soup would you be? Pea soup?
Pea soup.
Pea soup.
Pea soup.
They're not going to get this. Pea soup.
No.
Bean soup.
I was a pea soup.
She was
the
pea
other
soup.
day.
She had a pea soup bath. Pea soup.
I don't think that's real. I don't think
It was.
put actual peas in there.
No, you should have seen the amount of tins she had to open. Pea soup. Right. Nothing set in stone with stopping this being a patron exclusive or anything like that. I'd like to open this up to my patrons, give your opinion on it. But yeah, that's the end of the Q&A because that was the 5 questions we had. Thank you very much for watching. Obviously a massive, massive, massive thank you for your support. And we'll catch you next month in March's Q&A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Which is actually February's Q&A, but we're renaming it. Bye.
Bye.